This video is sponsored by Chin Sushi Bar and Zero Curry's gym shop. Make sure you guys go there today and get your sweet little sushis and food, whatever, for your little EXP boost and stamina. Thank you for them for sponsoring the video. Alright y'all, before we get right into this video, I'm gonna show you guys a little warning right now. If you guys do any type of macro and it ruins your reputation, bro, don't mention my name. Don't say I promoted macroing or whatever, you know. This is just macroing for literally lazy ass people who don't want to like play the game for real or whatever, some shit. I'm not gonna say play the game for real, but you know, do not call me a menace. Oh fuck. But yeah, don't call me a menace for this shit. You know, I'm just here to basically show you guys how to macro in this game. Alright, you guys are probably gonna get mad at me, call me a menace for promoting macro and, you know, being unfair in this game or something, you know, my fault. But if you somehow get, I don't know, caught, banned, kicked, muted from a gang or whatever, or you get bad reputation, you know, you get caught by macroing, you know, that's completely your fault, you know. Anyways, out with the warning for the game. What's up with y'all boys? It's man Leandro Nicole, and today we have another video. And today, you guys obviously see by the title and everything. See by the title, I'll be teaching you guys how to macro on this game. The macro in this game is super easy. There's gonna be two ways on how to macro. There's gonna be the lazy way, and then there's gonna be the rich way. Yeah, I know. The rich way, I would recommend you guys having at least a lot of money. And, you know, broke way, you know, you can have around like, I don't know, 10k, you know, 9k, 8k, you know, whatever works for you. Before we get right into this video, shout out to Chin, one of the CEOs of the game of Fighters Era. Here to promote her little shop right here called Chin Sushi Bar. This is the shop I mostly use. Like, if you guys look right here, I got all this sushi right here. Salmon sushi, this gives you like an XP boost, and this right here gives you like a speed boost. I think I recommend you guys pulling up the sushi, and you know, you guys can feel free to eat there, you know, have fun, you know, hang out with friends. So yeah, this video is sponsored by Chin Sushi Bar. Yeah, shout out to Chin, and shout out to the other man himself. Shout out to the other man himself, Zeno Cure. I think that's what his name is, and I think he got a gym shop or whatever. But first things first, when you guys get right into macroing, we're gonna go over the first one, which is actually the broke way. The only software you really need is TinyTask. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to download it. So right here we have this thing called TinyTask right here, a little something that you guys can use or whatever. So I decided to restart mine. Now I actually do already have a 5-minute TinyTask macro version already for the rich version, where it's actually pretty easy. I'll go over that later. You get your little thing called TinyTask, and this is very easy to use. Every time you record and go inside the game, you click go out here, you know, press record, press play, goes inside the game, and then does the same thing too. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do for the broke way is that this is actually pretty easy. You guys can do this any way you want. You guys can do it on this side or that side. So yeah, the first thing that I would do is I'll go over here to TinyTask, and you know, so what you would be doing is opening your TinyTask, then you would press record, right? You press record. Remember, you do that, you just press this one, Spar Training, and then you just hit this. That's literally all you do, and then you just keep on hitting it until your Spar Training or your boxing gloves right here just run out. So when that's done, all you do is go out of here, go right here, press record, and it is now saved. The thing about TinyTask that is, if you actually want it to work, you have to be in a certain position, obviously, while you macro. So sometimes it's going to work and sometimes it's not. So that's basically how you macro for the broke version, you know? Now you're probably asking this question, oh, how can I continuously just do macro? So you just go over here to TinyTask, press preferences, you go to continuous playback. Then once you do that, it automatically replaces it all over again. So that's basically the broke version of how you want to macro in this game. Now we have the rich version, which is actually the like longer version of this, right? So yeah, so for the longer version of this, I actually have my own type of macro. You guys can actually go right here to open TinyTask, open it, and I have my little desktop where my macro is, press play, and then it automatically saves the type of macro I got. So here's, if you want to do my type of macro, I understand you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's probably an IP logger because of the way how it looks. I really don't blame you guys, to be honest, but no, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take your IP or whatever. You know, I got this thing straight from TinyTask. Like, if you go over here and press save, it shows right here too. You can type in like macro, and then you open it, and then it shows macro right here. You know, you guys don't have to download it. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys can copy my same way of macroing if you would like. You guys don't have to download it, but if you guys would like to just take the easy way out and don't want to go through all those trouble of trying to master your macro, that's completely you. I'm just here to help you guys out. Here's what I do is I actually go to that sushi shop I told you guys earlier in the beginning of the video, and I go over here and then I line all these salmon sushi up. Make sure that you only buy the salmon sushi only. So then once you line up all these salmon sushi, make sure you have it to where the number 2 is blank, number 1 is basic comeback, and 3 to 0 is all just summon Sushi. So here's how it's gonna work. Make sure that you are close up to actually the boxing thing right here. It will only work if your spar training is on the right side. We're gonna go over here, go to TinyTask, and I'm gonna open up my version, right? Bam. What's gonna happen here is that right when I click, I'm basically gonna do it for 5 minutes straight, and then once I do that, I just exit out of it, save it, and continuously do it all over again. Make sure you guys make no mistakes whatsoever. So here's my version of doing it. I'll speed right through it. So here's what I do. I just go right to the boxing thing right here. Yeah, you know, it gets a little bit tricky, but then once I play it, it does that, and then I don't have my hands on the keyboard right now. It just does everything by itself. I'm gonna speed right through this, you know, I'm gonna show a little bit of checkpoints throughout the video. This is like the rich version way, you know. The reason why it didn't really work right there is because I didn't have a salmon sushi and I moved my camera while doing it. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure you guys get the like the main point of it, because what it was supposed to do is that, you know, once you like macro, right, it's supposed to like grab your salmon sushi, it's supposed to get the spar training, then press 2 for spar training, and you keep on doing it all over again. Then once this thing goes away, it automatically gets your other salmon sushi, and then it eats it, and then just continuously does that over again until it gets all rid of this salmon sushi. It kind of fucked up that time, but right here it should work perfectly fine. I just got to make sure my spar training is lined up with what I have right here. So I'm gonna speed through this real quick, and I'm gonna show where like the important stuff is. Alright, so right there it changed, and right there it automatically gets my spar training and automatically goes back. I don't think you guys heard my keyboard and mouse while I was doing that. And then that little EXP that you see on the top right, it's supposed to give you 2 times EXP during this, so it's supposed to give you 2 times strength every time you finish your spar training. You can see right there my spar training went away, but my character automatically registers that since that's what I did while I was doing my macro. As you can see right there, my 2 times EXP went away, but I ate the salmon sushi and I got right back to it. That's basically how you macro inside this game. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys in the next video, and yeah.